நலாஸ் நாட்டு சர்க்கரை நலமுடன் வாழ நலாஸ் இந்தியாவிலேயே நாட்டு சர்க்கரைக்கு ISI முத்திரை மற்றும் அக்மார்க் அங்கீகாரம் பெற்ற ஒரே நிறுவனம். தொடர்புக்கு 9047050000.
Security measures also I have done because for Indian civil aviation, security has been the primary foundation. And whenever I have spoken or previous ministers have spoken regarding civil aviation, safety is kept as the topmost priority. There shouldn't be no compromise on safety. Safety is the foremost pillar. So regarding that, the Chardham operations also, we want to enhance the safety even more. We are looking into enhanced surveillance and creating more systems. We have seen that because there is a lot of hilly area there also, the traffic, air traffic management is little bit challenging where there is no signal there. So we are looking at innovative solutions so that we can have more air traffic control and we can have more better processing of weather data also. We have observed in some incidents that suddenly the weather is changing and it's difficult for the pilots to land or take off in those times. So for that, use technology, bring in better technology, bring in better air traffic control and see how you can better the systems. So we are going to use the next 2 to 3 months specifically to enhance the safety aspect in those areas. And by September season, we are going to come up with some new things so that the safety becomes much better.
So the areas around the airports, the areas around the around different airports, the localities, they are heavily crowded. You see Pune, you see Mumbai, heavily crowded airports. Even Ahmedabad, where the crash happened. So in terms of that, sir, what are you doing? What is this? What is the ministry doing to contain this illegal constructions happening?
This all is a continuous activity. Everything is guided by rules and regulations, procedures which are already there. Through the parliament, we have created certain acts, and through the acts we have certain subordinate legislations and rules. Everything is listed. So implementation we have to do much more strongly. Wherever there is a need to do more, then we are going to push into it. But in terms of legislation, rules and all, everything is properly listed because in civil aviation rules come from International Civil Aviation Organization. When you are part of that convention and the organization, you have to follow also, and they will rate you how your country is performing. And India has been one of the top performance in that region. So we all have good rules, good safety in the country. So implementation, if there are any thing which is further needed, then ministry is going to look after it and ensure that proper implementation of these rules and regulations happen.
Sir, last question about
the city of Pune. We have organized the 7th Helicopter and Small Aircraft Summit. This is a very important and prestigious summit organized by the Ministry of Civil Aviation along with the industry partners, FICCI, and people who are operating in this industry. And we have seen for the last 11 years under the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, how aviation has increased in all segments. If it is the number of airports, number of aircrafts and the number of passengers also. And one important development in the aviation has been the Uday Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme, where a Hawai Chappal wala could travel through Hawai Jahaj. And this has been the transformation that we have seen in civil aviation. And while this transformation has been happening, we have seen that more important concentration has to be put in helicopters and small aircrafts. This is because India is such a big country, vast country with different terrains, different challenges, different kinds of geographical terrain. So to connect each and every corner of the country, we need different kinds of ecosystems also. Just like how we are connecting aircrafts and the airports together, we are using helicopters also where the challenges are there, where it is difficult to reach to the remote areas and where it is difficult to build airports also. So to encourage them, to bring more people into this industry and to see where are the drawbacks. If any other issues are there, we are listening to the industry also, kind of facilitating. And we have told them, especially for helicopters, because we see right now we have around 300. But a country like Brazil has more than 600 right now. So we have a lot of potential in the country to grow helicopter operations, and we are doing our bit from the ministry to encourage more people to come into helicopter operations. And for that, in the ministry, we have set up a separate directorate also. This was the first time which has happened after I became minister. To help the helicopter operations in the country, we have created a separate directorate for rotary wing also. And for small aircrafts also, to take more aircraft fleet into the country. One challenge we have seen is that it is a very financially burdening affair to buy a purchase or new aircraft. So leasing industry is very, very important for aircraft business. So to encourage leasing in the country, we have already passed one bill in the parliament, which is the protection of aircraft objects interests. So because of which the leasing costs have reduced by 8 to 10%. So this is also going to help the industry. And only when you can have these kind of platforms where the ministry, especially the state governments, I have to say the last year summit which we had was happened in Northeast Shillong area. And we had 15 states participating across the country. But today we are seeing 20 states participating. And the states are proactively coming that we want more helicopter operations in the state. We want more small aircrafts to operate in the state. So how is it going to help in creating the infrastructure? So these platforms are important for everyone to come together, discuss and deliberate and to build that ecosystem, which is what the guidance of Prime Minister has been, that civil aviation is very, very important sector for Viksit Bharat 2047. Just like how we are seeing roadways, railways, airways is also very, very important. With that impression, last 11 years have been a huge success and we want to take it forward also. And this summit has given us that opportunity to discuss with all the stakeholders, and the stakeholders are also very happy to attend the event. And we have further sessions today where they are going to discuss on different topics, and we were going to look into the suggestions, and whatever help, support we can do from Government of India and Ministry of Civil Aviation, we are going to provide full support.
So you mentioned about the